Everyone knows that gay people can't drive. So today, I'm ranking the PWHL arenas based on how easy they are to reach without a car. I don't even have a car, and I know I'm not the only one. Cars are expensive. If we want to grow the game, we need to make sure that as many people as possible can actually get to the arena. Better transit access means bigger in-person crowds, bigger fan bases, and a more environmentally friendly way to support women's hockey. The ranking is simple. I'll add up the walk score, transit score, and bike score for each arena, then subtract the number of minutes it takes to get from the city center that the team is named after to the arena using public transit. I'll also break down the transit connections from downtown, so whether you're a local or just visiting, you'll know exactly how to get there. Coming in 6th place, we have the Tsongas Center, home of the Boston Fleet. With a walk score of 87, transit score of 57, and a bike score of 53. The time from the Boston City Center is 1 hour and 14 minutes. Tsongas Center lands at the bottom because even in the ideal scenario, it takes a long time to get from Boston to Lowell using public transit. The best option is the commuter rail, but trains only run every 40 minutes, so planning ahead is a must. The biggest issue? Once you arrive in Lowell, you still have to walk 27 minutes to get to the arena. The good news is that the Boston Fleet have been running a free shuttle from the commuter rail station to the arena for some games. Plus, they played 2 games at Agganis Arena in Boston this season, which is much more transit friendly. If I lived in Boston, I'd definitely make sure to check Fleet's socials for shuttle info and look into carpooling. In 5th place is the Xcel Energy Center, home of the Minnesota Frost. With a walk score of 88, a transit score of about 60, and a bike score of 65. The time from the city center is 20 minutes. I just measured it from the state capitol. I couldn't find an official transit score, but Xcel Energy Center has both rail and bus connections. From the Midway neighborhood, you have bus and light rail options. If you're coming from Minneapolis, the trip will take closer to an hour, but multiple transit routes make it pretty convenient. Side note, the reason I know the Midway neighborhood is because when I visited St. Paul, I discovered the Turf Club, where you can watch hockey inside a clown lounge while a heavy metal band plays upstairs. Yeah, it was probably the highlight of my trip. In 4th place, we have Place Belle, home of the Montreal Victoire. With a walk score of 80, a transit score of 79, and a bike score of 81. The time from the city center is about 40 minutes. When I visited Montreal, I stayed in Old Montreal and then took the 2 line up to Laval. It was super convenient. That said, depending on where you're coming from, the trip could get longer, but overall I thought it was pretty convenient. In 3rd place is Coca-Cola Coliseum, home of the Toronto Sceptres. With a walk score of 72, a transit score of 88, and a bike score of 89. The time from the city center is 25 to 45 minutes. There are multiple ways to get here. Take the 1-line subway and transfer to the LW commuter rail, or hop on the 511 streetcar or 29 bus. Having so many options makes it one of the more accessible PWHL arenas. In 2nd place is the Prudential Center, home of the New York Sirens. With a walk score of 97, a transit score of 98, and a bike score of 64. This one comes with a disclaimer. 26 minutes is the travel time from Penn Station, so depending on which borough you're coming from, the actual trip could be much longer. But overall, Prudential Center is very transit friendly, especially for those without a car. Now, the low attendance in New York has been a topic of discussion, but from what I'm seeing here, the arena location is pretty convenient and the larger issue is weeknight scheduling. And in 1st place, we have TD Place, home of the Ottawa Charge, with a walk score of 97, a transit score of 60, and a bike score of 97. The time from the city center is just 18 minutes. Now the transit score does seem oddly low considering that the arena has bus connections right next to it. If you need the O-Line light rail, you'll have to transfer at Rideau Station and take a bus. The trip from downtown is only 18 minutes, which helps Ottawa claim the top spot. I've never been to Ottawa, but I'm dying to visit this arena. The great fan culture and strong attendance are probably helped by how easy it is to get here without a car. If you're from Ottawa, let me know in the comments what else I should know about this arena. I was pleasantly surprised to learn that most PWHL arenas are pretty accessible without a car, except for Tsongas Center in Lowell. I'm excited to see what changes Boston makes to improve accessibility, but they're already moving in the right direction with the shuttle service and the games at Agganis Arena. If you're local, let me know in the comments what I missed. I'm so excited to make it out to Ottawa and Toronto for some PWHL hockey soon.